Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wake Up Waldwick Live. I'm your host, Brennan Post, back with a very classy shirt, and I'm excited to tell you we have whipped up an awesome episode for you guys tonight. So why don't you sit back and relax and join me for the ride? Feel free to talk in the chat like civil ladies and gentlemen, and I'll answer any questions that you may have and reply to any suggestions or comments that you may have when I get a chance to. Before we begin, let me remind you that the Warrior Broadcast channel Twitter is open for business. If you have any cool video ideas, a cool story to share, talent to showcase, feel free to send it over to @WarriorBC1 or email myself or Mr. Meltzer. We want to showcase you. We want to showcase Waldwick. And all right, on to the news. We got big headlines. Big headlines. Mr. Carroll making an appearance on ABC News. What? Whoa, what? Yeah, that's right. Our very principal was on the news with Harry Durant, brother of the show, and Emily Linick, friend of the show. That's awesome. That's awesome. Mr. Carroll got a well-deserved shout out for his hard work during this time, and especially for those silly videos. And that's on a tri-state area spectrum. Like that's like not spectrum, but like on that scale, not just from me, but from the whole tri-state area. That's pretty cool. And possibly the more remarkable part of this news is that ABC watches Wake Up Waldwick. Who knew? That's pretty cool. They're trying to steal our news leads. I believe Mr. Carroll was also interviewed on a radio show or podcast, one of the two or both that I don't know the names of, but that is also really cool. Um, and I couldn't believe the remind text that I got. I almost wish I was one of the alumni or parents that I saw on social media that they were just watching the news and saw their principal on the television, which is pretty crazy. And is awesome that we got Waldwick on the map once again. All right, congrats, and on to other news. Spring sports. As you know, Waldwick spring sports teams, just like every other major league sports team and practically every institution in this country, have taken a hit, a severe hit. For lack of a better word, they got clapped. But that doesn't keep a warrior down. Um, that doesn't keep a warrior down. We keep on fighting. We keep on training. We step up to the challenge. I spoke with a few folks on Waldwick sports teams and learned how they are staying active and staying in shape. Rashawn, the track star, he said, and I quote, I'm just, on some runs, I'm going on some runs, doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. I'm doing all the track workouts that they send out. I'm just trying my best. And in these times, your best is all we can do. Brendan Ryan, decent contribution to the lax team, the guys lax team. He said, "I'm keeping busy. I've been doing a bunch of ab workouts, going on runs. Whenever I get a chance, I'll grab my stick and work on my stick skills, trying to be prepared for the season, whenever that may be." And Big Tom, the huge asset for the golf team, said, "Golf has come to a halt." But other than that, I hope that all is well with you athletes, and we know it's tough. Nobody knows when we'll be back or if we'll make it back for a spring season, but all we can do is keep our heads up and keeping pushing. And even if you aren't a spring athlete, it's really important that you keep up your fitness, get some fresh air, and enjoy the outdoors. Enjoy it during this time, and just don't just mope around in your house. And that brings me to my next bit: spring break. Spring break has started, in case you didn't realize, because this has kind of felt like spring break the past month. Um, Spring break has started yesterday. Who's excited? I am. I'm hyped. Um, this may be the worst spring break. We'll have to see. But as Mr. Carroll says, every situation isn't the best, but you can make the best out of every situation. So I urge you to do just that. Be creative, be productive, do whatever as long as you're being safe and having fun. Um, what I'm gonna do personally is make a schedule for myself so I can hit max productivity and max fun every single day. So I really enjoy this break and don't just let it blend together with the past month and blend together the rest that's gonna be. But we'll see. All right. What do we have first? Speaking of Waldwick athletes, Richard Lim is reportedly a huge soccer fan, and he shows this in this next piece, um, inspired by the late Kobe Bryant, um, based off of Dear Basketball. Let's see it, Richard.
From the moment my journey began when I was 4, I became obsessed with you. And as the years went on, my obsession for you began to turn into an addiction. An addiction I could only satisfy if I was with you. There is nothing more in my short 17 years of life that I have devoted more time to than you. From all of the early mornings alone, to all of the double sessions during the summer, you have taught me to always work hard. To give all of my effort into whatever it was I'm doing. That it didn't matter if I wasn't the best at what I did, so long as I was the hardest working. And I don't regret a single second I spent with you. From all the unforgettable victories, to all the unforgettable defeats. You have given me friends and memories to last a lifetime. I'm beyond thankful for what you have given me. You have shaped my character and made me who I am today.
Very, very cool. Thank you, Richard. I think we all have those elements in our lives that we sometimes just need to step back and just appreciate how much they mean to us, and um, and realize just how much we appreciate them, and just be more grateful. I think I was in a couple of those clips as a youngin, and I was definitely there for some of those really exciting wins. Soccer really brings this town together, and for each of us, there's something inside of us that we just need to step back and realize, wow, I love this thing, and it's part of me. Um, and that was a really cool video essay, Richard. Thank you for submitting that. And next we got a piece from Lily Nappy that is from the show that we've all been waiting for. You might not have realized that you needed this, but you desperately need this, and you'll realize once you see it. Here we go, The Real Housewives of Waldwick, Quarantined Edition.
Look at me, saving the world, one nap at a time.
6 feet. Nothing can keep me and my boy apart.
Nearer, nearer on the wall. Because of the coronavirus, I can't go to the mall.
I was social distancing before it was cool.
Teacher, I prefer the term educational rock star.
This is unprecedented. We've never.
Ever since this whole lockdown, people have been going crazy buying all the toilet paper.
Thank you and we feel for you because I know.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Harry, stay still! It's the virus! I'm just really worried. It's a virus! It's a virus!
All right.
It's a virus!
Stop,
Rub
relax.
it
I got it.
I'll do whatever it takes to protect my kids. And my pets too! I'm gonna get more Lysol when I'm finished.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
It's sanitary!
No,
It's
I'm gone. No.
Hey, where are you going? Where are you going?
Just because we've gone to online learning doesn't mean there's not Saturday detention. Excuse me. Do you need a late pass?
No.
We could have a 2-hour, we could have a 4-hour detention. I don't think you want this face on your screen on a Saturday. If you wash your hands, I will give you a late pass, and there will be no Saturday detention. But I've got all the time in the world, so if that's what you want, see you Saturday.
Don't even try. Go away. Always trying to take my spotlight. Go away. Go away, old man. They're telling me I have to be 6 feet away from them. They gotta be 6 feet away from me.
I mean, they said that virtual schooling would be a walk in the park.
So, guys, that actually caused a split among the Democratic Republicans, which is going to have really serious political implications as we move forward in terms of the election.
More like Jurassic Park.
Sorry, domestic issues, including some of the Marshall Court rulings. And I know we've talked about John Marshall before, and the fact that he was the...
I'm hungry.
I mean, I teach high school. I'm accustomed to a certain degree of chaos. But this place is a zoo.
Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just in the car trying to get away from the house for a little bit. It's like, it's crazy. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know what it's a global pandemic. Like, what do they want us to do? It's like ridiculous. I can't even... Boys! Mommy is trying to have a lunch break. Sarah, I'll call you back. They're like killing each other.
Coming up this season on The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Excused or unverified?
What do you mean that there's no more toilet paper?
Just a moment. Your call is now first in line.
I'd like to speak to a manager, please.
This is a Wendy's restaurant.
Today, it's 6 feet. Tomorrow, 8 feet. Next week, 10 feet.
Now that was excellent. That was excellent, Lily. Great job. Great work. Painstakingly putting that all together. So we know what the Waldwick families are up to. We know that they're holding on, at least seem like it. But what are some of our teachers and local businesses up to? How are they holding on? We have got the infamous Jacob Post reporting on this case, and he's going to see how Mr. Lazaro and his sub shop are hanging in. Over to you, Jacob.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Lazaro. And we're going to ask him about how his quarantine's going. So, who is with you right now in your quarantine in your house?
With me right now is just my wife and my daughter. And my dog, Willie.
What has been your must-have during quarantine?
Must-have? Yeah, I've been eating a lot of ice cream.
What?
Seems to be a lot of ice cream being eaten, yeah.
What kind? Like your favorite?
Well, I made a Dairy Queen run last week. Bought a bunch of boxes. We also sell some Welsh Farm ice cream at my deli, so I loaded up a little bit. Yeah, the essentials.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what have been the productive positives during your quarantine?
Productive, positive. Well, we've been trying to organize the house a little bit, going through some old things, putting some clothes towards maybe Goodwill or sorting some things out. Might do a little bit of the Facebook Marketplace, sell some items that have been stuffed in the garage down the basement for a long time.
And have you been doing something new or constructive during this downtime we have?
Well, as far as my business is concerned, we redid our hours, and we're trying to help out a lot of the senior citizens, the elderly in the community, making deliveries. I do that every afternoon, trying to get them.
Awesome. You're doing deliveries yourself?
Yeah, trying to be careful, porch drop-offs. We've donated some food to the local hospitals, things like that.
And what do you recommend? Anything you've seen on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Prime?
Well, I think like the rest of the world, my wife and I got involved in the Tiger Man or Tiger King, whatever that was. And that was, I'm still shaking my head a week later at the amount of tigers in this country. And then we started watching Ozark, which, again, I don't think it's for the faint of heart.
And what is your key of getting through the day?
Keep getting through the day, trying to get up at a reasonable hour, about 6:45, 7 o'clock, keep myself on some type of schedule, although that seems to be a much different schedule than actually getting up, driving up the highway, coming to Waldwick High School. But, it's definitely a bit of a schedule, and I think that's just keeping me in a good mental state of mind.
Awesome. And how's your deli doing at this time? Like business-wise, you lost a lot of business, getting business?
Well, right now it's just my two partners and his daughter and myself in the afternoons after school. All the employees are home quarantined. We didn't feel it was a good thing to have too many people in and out of the store. We're cleaning it constantly, trying to stay away from each other. We're doing call-in orders only, so they call in and then they come pick it up in 30 minutes, or I can deliver it at night to them. We can bring it out to their car, things of that nature, things that the governor and the president have said are good ideas as far as to keep everybody safe.
Yeah. And I have a brain teaser for you. If you were the governor, what outrageous fun thing would you do for the people of New Jersey?
Outrageous fun thing. Wow, that's outrageous fun thing. That would be interesting. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know I'm trying to think of an outrageously fun thing that you could do. I know what our town is doing. They're for this Saturday. The fire department is having a Easter bunny on a fire truck drive around, so the kids can actually have a little fun. I mean, social distancing, away from the porches, things like that. So maybe something like that. I think it's very difficult to do something extremely fun when everyone has to stay in their homes.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got for you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Jacob, and thank you, Mr. Lazaro. Glad to hear everyone is okay. And thanks, Nick, for the behind the scenes work, chopping it up, making it look nice. We hope all of you are thriving and surviving, hanging in there. It's tough, but we're all going through it. So we hope that you're hanging in there. We'll hand it over to you guys if you want to ask some questions, suggestions. Tell me what you're doing on your spring break, how you're gonna handle this spring break. Love to hear it. We got Melts thrown in some gang signs or emojis, one of the two. Can't really see it. Ben has been playing way too much Animal Crossing. So have I. I've been playing my fair share of Animal Crossing. Melts with some more gang signs. Very cool. And Miss Taylor says, "Wake up, Waldwick." We are awake. I hope we're all awake. And I also got word that the Edmonton Oilers Center Colby Cave has passed at age 25. Not to put a damper on everything, but just unfortunate. He died recently. So rip to him. Rest in peace, and hope that he's yeah. Anything else? um, Billy is rebuilding Legos. That's good. I was rebuilding some Legos the other day. Anything that you can do to be creative, that is a beautiful thing. Especially during this time when it's kind of stale. And anything else we got? Cool. Can Wilbs get a shout out? Wilbur, Nick's dog, very cute. Hope he's doing well. And all right. Cool. And but whatever it is that you're doing over spring break, we hope that you enjoy it. We hope that you enjoy. We at Warrior Broadcast Center. That's who I mean by we. I hope that you enjoy these next couple of days, whatever holiday you are celebrating. It doesn't have to be a holiday, but if you are, we hope that you are able to spend some time with your family, whether it's over a Zoom call or FaceTime call. Just try and enjoy it. And I wish you all the best. Keep your heads up, Warriors. Stay classy and make the best out of this spring break. All right. That's all I got.